So, what are we serving today?
Motherhood with Jian.
Well, today we're featuring Jian actually, one of my oldest friends and closest friend. So Jian,
Mm-hmm.
what's one thing nobody told you about when you're becoming a
Oh
mom?
man, the journey is actually kind of lonely, like at first, because you don't expect to go through all these like emotions. Your emotions are like through the roof. Personally speaking, for myself, I knew the toll it would take on becoming a mom, but I didn't know how bad it could get during those first couple of months to a year. After I gave birth, every time you do a follow up with your kid, they also do an assessment with the mom. So like you have to answer like specific questions, and this is to determine if you have postpartum depression. I was diagnosed with postpartum depression, but I didn't want to take medication. So I think it was at like 6 months when I told Eric, I was like, hey, like I really need to do something about it because it was getting worse. So they put me on medication. The medication didn't really work. Like it, instead of helping me, it actually made me like really tired, really exhausted. So it was giving me really bad side effects. So I told Eric, I really need to dial this down. That's when we thought of therapy. But long story short, like that whole journey from the day that Des was born, I feel like that first year, it was the most loneliest part of our lives. Like, even though
Yeah,
Eric was still in it with me, like I felt like I couldn't really share that experience with anyone else. Like, obviously Eric knew because we're living together, but like no one outside of that knew, like not even my closest friends.
hmm
Because it's like it's so hard for me to share that. I didn't know how to share that experience without sounding like I was complaining about my life. um so that first, I don't think anyone really realizes how lonely it could get, because you're dealing with all of this stuff and you feel like you have to deal with it on your own all the time. So even though I didn't want to feel lonely, I did feel most of the part, like within that year, pretty lonely.
Yeah, and I also feel like, the process of giving birth alone is like
Mm-hmm.
so tiring and taxing on you
Oh
already.
yeah.
So like at that point, I feel like you just even don't have the energy to like
Mm-hmm.
vent,
Mm-hmm.
and you're
For
just kind of
sure.
like just going with the flow and
Yeah.
just accepting like
Yeah.
whatever's going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like your number one goal is obviously just like this,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but then like secondary is just like, oh, what's going on with me. But
Yeah.
then like the whole time it's like this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I feel like you really have to like, I don't think anyone really talks about it because it's kind of like an unspoken truth to like all the moms, but like once your child is born, like the past you, like it's gone. Like your identity, the person that you were before, that's all stripped away. Like goodbye. Like it's your funeral pretty much. Like you're grieving the person that you were while you're like bringing another person into this world. Like it's like two opposites that are happening at the same time. And I I know a lot of moms know that, but like I don't think we actually talk about that enough. But yeah.
I mean, it took you 4 years to finally talk about it.
I know.
So that's an average time
Yeah.
to be comfortable with.
Yeah, for sure.
what changed the most about your daily routine after having kids?
I think everyone knows this, but it's sleep for sure. Like if we don't sleep as early as we do now, like it just messes up our whole routine.
Yeah.
And like I think everything changed once we had Des and we brought Des into this world, because before we used to sleep whenever we want, like 1 to 2 a.m. in the morning, and there was no consequences. Like we would just go to work. But now it's like, okay, if we sleep at 1 or 2 a.m. and Des wakes up around 3 a.m., like we're pretty much screwed. We have to consider like what's happening with Des. And so before it was like, okay, us, me, all the time. Now it's pretty much like, okay, we're gonna have to work around Dez's schedule no matter what. And
I totally agree with that. Work around your kid's schedule,
Yeah.
not yours.
What is the most like physical change you notice after you
After
give
giving birth?
Yeah, so like what's the
um
how does your body change, like, you know, while you
Yeah.
kind of like after you give birth, like
Yeah.
what's the most like
Ooh.
intense thing about your physical body? Yeah.
So I don't know if you went through this, Dice, but you know when you're pushing like really hard, the blood like rushes to your face. So I the thing that I noticed immediately after giving birth to Des was I had all these blood spots on my face. I heard it was normal, but that's the first thing I noticed, and I was like that for maybe like a week.
Is that
And
because
then-
too much pressure and you're just like
I'm not
squeezing?
sure, but they were just like, I asked my doctors about it, and they're like, oh, it's normal. Like, you know, some women have like, it kind of looks like birthmarks all over your face.
I could see that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had that for like maybe about a week,
Mm.
and then it kind of like died down. And then the other thing I noticed was like, you know, after carrying a baby in your belly for so long,
Yeah.
your skin is literally like stretched. Like it doesn't matter how tiny or how big you are, you have like this
Extra skin.
extra skin,
Yeah.
but it's always gonna be there. Like I still have it today, and like you probably won't be able to get rid of it unless you do like vigorous exercise and you like go on an extreme diet or you do surgery. Like that layer of like that belt of skin, it's gonna stay with you forever. And for the longest time, like it bothered me. Because I'm pretty sure I shared with you guys like my issues with like body image, and like Eric says like I have like huge body dysmorphia. I don't think I do, but just like seeing that, like even after giving birth to Des, it was hard for me to look at myself like those first couple of months.
Yeah.
So I think even after giving birth and even after delivering, you're still stuck with this body as if like you're 6 months pregnant. And it was very hard for me to accept that.
Right.
I think it took me like a year or two to like shed all of that weight off.
Yeah. For me,
Yeah.
it's opposite because I'm already like chunky going into
Mhm.
pregnancy, so
Mhm.
it doesn't really change much
Yeah.
for me. But the most like horrible thing I noticed is
Mhm.
like, you know, like after they sew you up and like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
heal, and then I finally heal down there, and then all of a sudden I felt like something weird. It's like something's hangling, like dangling at my butt, and then I'm like, Chloe, look at this. What is this? And he was like, oh, it's literally a piece of skin.
Yeah.
That's coming out of your butt.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
hernia. Like you pushed too hard.
Yeah.
So it doesn't show my face, but
Yeah.
it's like big ass hernia.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta get treatment for that and shit. But you know,
Wait, is it okay now?
yeah.
Okay.
But like, you know, if
It's
if
just
you
during
take
that time.
if you
Yeah,
take your
of
food and
course.
you push too hard, it might come out again. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
It happens. Now you know.
What's one thing you miss from your life before kids?
I actually don't miss anything from my previous life in terms of like stuff that we used to do. Like I've kind of moved past that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one thing I really miss before, you know, having bringing Des into our life is really just the time that we're able to keep for ourselves.
I agree. Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, like from the moment Des wakes up at like 6, we're up too. So we get none of that time to ourselves. And then we go straight to work. And then when I finish work, Des is already home. So by the time Des goes down, I probably have like an hour, even less of that time to myself.
Right.
And I think that's what I miss. I value the time that I have. Well, I value the time that I have with others, But I really used to value the time that I have to myself because I used it to go work out. I used it to do what I want to do, like work on my hobbies, you know. But now I feel like it's either I sacrifice my time, my sleep to do the things I love, or not do it at all and just go to sleep.
Yeah.
And just live throughout the day like that.
When we travel, it's always, do we travel with Des?
Oh yeah.
Or do we travel with,
or
like,
do we
by
travel by ourselves
ourselves?
and leave Des at home?
Yeah,
with-
so
Yeah, that's the hard part.
what's one thing motherhood made you better at?
Maybe better at?
Can I say something?
Mhm.
Patience.
Oh.
Patience.
Mhm.
Yeah, to me, sorry not to steal your spotlight, but I feel like it's, from a personal perspective, it's made you a lot more patient. Not just with Des in general. I think it's like your patience has gotten a lot better with Des, but also with me.
You're like, oh, you're nicer to me too.
Yeah, yeah, you know, I got I got a little bit of that too, you know. So you know, you grew more patient with Des and me as well. So
I don't think it's patience. I think it's learning to let things go and not let it bother me so much.
it's all the same. It's all you became nicer.
But I think what's one thing motherhood made you better at? I think it's just, again, managing the time, managing our own time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you already have patience,
Mm-hmm.
and you give people a lot of chances. Like that's already who you are. Yeah, that's just from my perspective. You're different.
No, I tell Jan this all the time. It's funny because like when you ask any of our friends, Jan's the nicest person.
Yeah.
I'm like Dad is so untrue sometimes. It's like, but you know, I totally get it.
Let it out somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
I let it out on him.
I know. I was like, it's funny. Like, no, it's totally. I totally get it. It's not. I'm not trying to criticize her, but it's like from an outside perspective. If you ask any of our close friends, have you ever seen Jan mad? No. If I tell you Jan's a grumpy person, do you believe it? Would you believe it? No.
I think they do.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, hell no.
No, they
Nah,
do.
no one knows Jan's a grumpy person sometimes.
No, I think
The
they
only
do.
time I've seen Jan mad is like when her face is still like,
The same.
I'm pissed off. And I was like, she's mad, but like her face like, I'm pissed off right now. But like her face is just like very monotone, so she's just like fucking pissed. I'm sure Eric seems like crazier version, but that's the most I've seen of her.
Really?
I told you.
So when you say you're better at letting things go, like what's an example? Or like when do you realize that you need to let things go, like just to do it?
Okay, so before Des, like Eric and I, you know, the things that we talk about and the things that we argue about, it's not detrimental to our marriage. Like it never was. Like we still have the same values and we still like have the same standards. But it's like, you know, little things that would get to me where it's like, for example, like if he does something around the house that I tell him to do and he forgets, like I'm gonna let that go. Like before I would like get on him about that, but now it's like, okay, he did this once or twice. Okay, the third time I feel like I'm just gonna let it go because it's probably his memory or like his ADHD or whatever. Like he's forgetful. Like before I would like be like, why did you not do this? Like I asked you, I asked you once, I asked you twice, but now it's more like, okay, if he forgets, he forgets. Like just let it go. And then the same thing with like the way that we used to raise Des. The first year was really hard because, you know, it's the first time being a mom.
Yeah.
So like everything I felt like was on edge. Like everything that Des did, like I felt like I had to like watch him like a hawk.
Yeah.
You know, and if Eric wasn't there or I had to be there and give my all, like 100%. If I saw that Eric was like tired or something and like not really paying attention to Des, I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, like
How
I would,
dare you,
I
Des.
would be like that, you know?
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, you're tired. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
I can totally relate to you though, because it's like you're giving 100% to your kid,
Yeah.
So you like have nothing left for yourself.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you look over there, you see this.
Why is he
relaxed guy.
relaxing?
I'm like, no.
Why is he drinking a beer? Yeah.
Which is pretty much. Get your ass over here.
Yeah. Better now though, but the first year was like everybody the same way.
Yeah.
No.
So this is why everything I do, I make sure you know that I did. I'll be like, stuff that I do on the side, that you would never know unless I told you, I'd be like, hey, by the way, I called this person, I called the doctor today.
And I'm like, why are you telling me?
Gotta make sure I get credit for this. I mean, I watched this for 2 hours today. You gotta make sure just so I get credit. So, at least, it's not like, it doesn't look like I didn't do anything at all today. I know you're doing stuff, and you don't have to tell me. I already know. It doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers you sometimes.
That's crazy. I do the same thing. I'll be like, hey, I made him breakfast. I fed him. He ate. He pooped. I wiped his butt. He showered. I showered him. By the way. Did becoming a mom change how you see your own parents?
Oh yeah. When I think about my parents, just one word comes to mind, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but they were miserable. I've never seen them share I love yous with each other. I've never really seen them embrace each other, hold hands. I know they were doing the best they could because individually as their own person, they loved me and my brother and my sister. Knowing how they were raised and how they wanted to raise us, it was so suffocating. When I think about it now, I'm not bitter, I'm not upset. I understand that they were just trying to do the best they could with the knowledge and the resources that they had. But now that we're parents, I look at them as a lesson that I've learned, right? I never want to be like them. I never want to raise Des in the kind of environment that I was raised in. The way that they raised me and the way that Eric and I raised Des, it's 180-degree change. Des will know that Eric and I love each other because we kiss, we hug in front of him. And we tell Des, we love him no matter what, too.
Yeah.
I think before I was, very angry at, oh, why is my dad like this? Or why is my mom like this? But now it's I've come to terms with it. I understand, okay, that's all they had. My mom didn't have a job. She was a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
And she couldn't really speak for her own, opinion. She had to listen to my dad, and my dad grew up in such a how Korean culture is and so he was just doing the things he thought was best.
I feel like we have similar upbringing too. Yeah, same thing. I've never seen my parents hugs or kiss or even saying I love you. They don't even say I love you to me. And I don't think their parents did that to them either. So it kind of shows generational of parenting back in the days. And I did held a lot of rage back then too because of that same same way that I was raised. But for some reason, in my brain, I'm there is no way I'm gonna treat my kid like that. Instantly. I think when I was 19 or 20, when I just thought about if I do have a kid, and now I was just thinking there ain't no way that my kid would have to go through what I went through.
I just kind of wanted to make a comment, so seeing how you were with your dad and the type of animosity you had prior to Des, I think you've done a great job in terms of, coming to this type of realization. When I ask you, do you want to see your dad? Are you okay with Des seeing your dad? You're totally okay now. And
that was therapy though.
No, but in general, I think, obviously knowing what you know now, what they had to go through, or, I think just all in all, your relationship with your dad has gotten a lot better.
Yeah. I will say, I don't think I could have done it myself. I think I really did have to go through therapy. So just putting that out there,
yes,
if you're in the trenches and even if you're not a mom, like if you feel like something is wrong, like you're emotionally stuck, just go see someone.
What's the funniest part of raising children?
Dude, just being able to see life through their eyes, seeing everything fresh from like a young perspective, like I feel like that's the funnest part. I don't know about you guys, but like just hearing him talk too, just how they view the world is like so, it's naive and innocent, but at the same time it's like you're never going to get that back. Like, because as they get older, they're going to experience more of what reality of life is. And like, I don't know. I just think it's so funny.
What they find entertaining is just like not what you would find entertaining.
Yeah.
You know? And like, I asked him the other day, I was like, would you rather go back to Japan or grandma's house? And he's like, grandma's house. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you know, but no, that's like funny to me because, you know, this is what they love. And this, like, what they love is like, it's so innocent. Like, he has so much fun there. Like, he'll be like at our house, be like, this is boring. This is boring. Like, I want to go to grandma's house, but it's like the exact same thing, the exact same set of toys, but it's just like what they find fun is just like, just super innocent.
It's when you see them in your kid, right? So when he's obviously having attitude like I would have, or like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like fire back at us so hard, and like we're mad, but we're also like, dang, that's funny as hell. Like it just come out. Like nobody taught him to have an attitude. Yeah, he just does, and
in the genes.
I love it because sometimes it's funny because I'm like, karma's back at you guys. Now you know how I feel, and you're dealing with your own personality right now.
That's exactly what Eric said.
I tell Gian all the time, I'm like, yo, I get yelled at by you and Des. Like, I'm like, I can't even do anything, you know? Like, I can't yell back at Gian because you get in trouble. Yeah, I can't yell at Des because he's a kid. I'm like, I'm just sitting there being yelled at by both you guys. I call Des Mini Gian. It literally is same personality, everything. Like
same.
Yeah. And another funny thing is that, like, Chloe would, like, I'm the dad, like, I'm smart. Like, he would say some, like, smart-ass stuff to Simba, and Simba would respond in a very unexpectedly intelligent way, and Chloe just so annoyed. He doesn't know what to do. He's just like...
I'm just like, yo.
He just have this, like, frozen face. Like, he don't know what to do at that point, you know?
Because only Dice could, like, say stuff to shut me up. Because I would always...
And then Simba does the same thing.
Simba does the same thing. I'm just like,
And they're 4. That's what's about 4.
I know.
It's crazy. So, how has motherhood changed your confidence?
I think it's like coming to terms with myself, like accepting myself the way that I am. Because before, like, I would be so worried about like just everything, like, how people perceive me, how people look at me. But I don't know. I think becoming a mom just gave me no time for bullshit.
Right, yeah.
So it's kind of like you either accept yourself or you're miserable. Like, which one do you want to take? And, you know, I just had to take the higher road. And
so what's the biggest misconception about moms? And, like, what is something mother feels pressured to do?
I feel like a lot of people think that, like, we as women have to earn motherhood, earn the rights to be a mother, but our bodies were already ready once we got our periods, right? Like our body is capable of holding a child. The question that you want to ask yourself is like, are you ready to give up your entire like life to raise this child? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with sacrificing yourself? Because being a mom is like way more complex. Do you really want to be a mom? And do you really want to have 1 to 2 kids? Yeah. Because the child isn't going to choose, right? Because the child wasn't born. Like you have to be mentally ready to take on that responsibility. And I know as a woman, like we always feel like we have to like do something to feel like we're worthy of being a mom, but I feel like we're already there. It's just a matter of, are you ready to take it on? Yeah. And I feel like women don't know or don't feel like they're superior because we've always been told that we're less superior.
Yeah. I always feel superior, so
Yeah.
I can't relate, but
But I do feel like, I
understand,
do feel like society makes it seem like we're less superior.
yeah.
And
Society,
we're
for
like
sure, yeah.
physically weak. We're not. Like, we're very capable of
Mm.
doing this on our own. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of like, are we ready?
Yeah.
All the other stuff, like, oh, how we have to be put together, like how we can't like have this mom rage, or like how can you yell at your kid? Just F all that. Like,
Right.
we're humans. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's gonna yell at your kid one
Yeah.
day or
Yeah.
or another. Yeah.
What's something that mothers feel pressure to do?
Ooh.
For me, it's the pressure of like, oh, you have a perfect kid, and why don't you have another one?
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why? That's like a lot. Like everybody going
You
through
think
that.
so?
You know, not
Yeah.
just me. I don't think so. Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel the pressure of needing to have another kid.
Yeah.
I think it's more like I feel others feeling pressured. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I feel
That's what I mean. Yeah.
people around me thinking that they need the second child.
From
When it's like,
us,
yeah,
which is ridiculous.
which is ridiculous. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like another annoying thing is like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna call out names, but our friends that have second
Second
kids or
kids.
3 kids, like they keep on saying shit to me like,
Oh.
bro, have a second one.
Mhm.
It's gonna be worth it. Like, look
No.
at it. I was like, cool,
No.
but I'm good. I was like, dude. And then like,
No,
there are some that are honest about it. They're like,
Mhm.
bro,
don't do it.
it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, like he looks like he came and sleep. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I noticed that the mother
Mm-hmm.
is never the one who say that stuff to me.
Oh, really?
It's always somebody else, like
Yeah.
a husband,
Yeah.
you know, who's like, "Oh,
Mm.
you should do it." And I look at the mother, and they're just quiet.
Yeah. I wonder
You know what I
why.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Okay, if you're ready to have 5 kids,
Mhm.
have 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's your
Mhm.
choice
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
mother. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's
Yeah,
great
by
for
all
you.
Yeah, yeah.
means.
Yeah, that's
For
fulfill
sure.
your life. That's good, but
Mhm.
it does not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, it's just ridiculous.
You have to think about it this way, like even with one kid, like
Mhm.
your life is pretty much like 80% taken over by this kid.
Oh yeah.
And then with 2 kids, can you imagine? Like
Nope.
I would
Financially,
be done. Like
it's just-
not just
You're letting go
financially,
100%
like
of
Yeah.
yourself.
emotionally, like physically, mentally, all that stuff. That your brain is going towards your kids. Like
And I always think of it this way. In this economy,
Mhm.
when you're traveling with just one kid, it's
Mhm.
already a lot.
yeah.
Just imagine adding another ticket into that flight and, you know, like food. You're
Mhm.
like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
I just like I don't hate kids. I think children are great,
Mm-hmm.
but like
That's hard.
I need to be able to provide for all of them equally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like I think we're already struggling with one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like definitely their quality of life
Mm-hmm.
will really like decrease if we have more kids.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
way to think.
How did your friendship change after having children?
Ooh. It goes along the same lines of like what I mentioned before, like I don't like taking any more bullshit.
Right.
I know you guys said like, oh, I'm very nice and forgiving. I don't think I'm like that anymore, and I don't open up as much to like mutual friends or acquaintances. Like before, I would be very like accepting, very giving of my time and energy.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm very protective of that.
Yeah, because like you said earlier,
Yeah.
for you as a mom now
Mm-hmm.
to even like have time for yourself,
Mhm.
you have to make sacrifice. Even
Yeah.
to go to the gym,
Yeah.
it's literally a sacrifice of like that 1 hour.
Yeah.
And for you to like sacrifice that time for
Mhm.
another person, a
Mhm.
friend, it means a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And if they can't even reciprocate like a part of it,
Mhm.
it's like it's cool, dude. Like I don't
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah.
I
for
feel you on
sure.
that.
So what's the one thing that become more important to you after kid? And then
Mhm.
what's the one thing that's less important?
How we spend our time.
Yeah, time.
Like it's sleep, and then less important is like, just like not like going out so
Partying,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, not partying. Like my relationship with alcohol has also changed.
Right.
I don't go out because I want to get like drunk and wasted and like forget about the weekend. Like, no, I want to go out because I want to remember the night that I had with my friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get to a point where it's like I'm throwing up and like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
what happened yesterday? Like, it's not funny to me anymore.
Mhm.
It used to be funny.
Yeah.
Like,
I know you're from Riverside.
yeah. But now
Like,
I
like-
really cherish the time that I spent with my friends. Even if I was on something, I don't
Right.
want to get to a point where I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can relate. I feel every time I leave for
Mhm.
something by myself, I'm always thinking and worrying for
Yeah.
nothing. Like,
Yeah.
Like the most dumb thing would
Mhm.
happening in my head. Like,
Mhm.
oh, what if Cole pass out for no reason? And then Simba just there alone would
Mhm.
Cole pass
Mhm.
out. Like he can't do
Yeah.
anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just
No, I get it.
weird thing.
Yeah.
It's like, but yeah.
I always mess. I always mess with her too. Whenever she's out for like a whole
Mhm.
day, I'll be like, "Yo, it's a mess at home. Like it's like a hurricane. We
Dude, that would be so
You know, like
the other day I was at the gym and I didn't pick up her phone, and then she's
Uh-huh.
like, "Dude, you gotta pick up her, or else I would think like you
Like
broke
something
your back
happened,
again
yeah.
or something." I was like, "Yo, mid set, man."
yeah, no,
Can't help it though.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we're gonna be starting doing that with our kid when
Mhm,
they,
mhm.
you know,
Oh,
get
yeah.
out on their own.
Oh,
yeah.
And Josh.
Oh.
One of my friends have a teen that say like,
Mhm.
"Oh, you never worry. Like you cannot sleep unless they step their foot inside the house. Like it's we're not gonna
Yeah.
get a sleep back like
Yeah.
forever."
I know.
So what's one parenting rule you say you never break but did?
oh, easy.
Oh, screen time. Yeah, screen time. I
Oh.
think minimal screen time is fine, but yeah, I think that's like, I think all the other rules we were pretty like we're a stickler for, but other than that, yeah, I think it's screen time. We told each other that we would never do screen time
Same.
until he went to public school.
That didn't last. That didn't last.
Yeah.
That didn't last very long.
I'm
But
not even judging you guys because
Yeah.
I had the same mentality too.
Mhm.
I was like, "No, he's never touching like
Yeah.
a screen."
Yeah.
But you know,
what I'm proud
It's
of though, Des is 4 and he has yet to watch a full movie.
Yeah.
So he's never. But you know, I fear the day that he wants to watch a movie and he's just like you're halfway through the movie and you like, you know, he's just like I need to finish it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna throw a
Mhm.
tantrum because he's like he can't sit out for like.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, what he doesn't know doesn't hurt him. So he
Yeah.
doesn't. I don't think he even knows what a movie is.
I don't think he
Yeah.
does.
so for
Mhm.
Simba, it's I think it's pretty okay for
Mhm.
what's going on with him now
Mhm.
in terms of like screen time because
Yeah.
he doesn't like ask for it. Like,
Right.
it's not
Exactly.
like, "Oh, I want my iPad." you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like we only offer it to him at
Mhm.
like the most critical
Random, yeah.
moments, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like we're out eating, like
Yeah.
with families or friends,
Yeah.
and he's just like, you know, super anxious.
yeah, yeah.
Then we like kind of whoop it out and
Mhm.
just to help him,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
On
stay
the
calm.
airplane, like
Yeah, but
yeah.
you have to.
what I do like the fact that he's not addicted to it. He's not asking
yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we let him watch movies, and then I would say, okay, like 10 more minutes, and we
Mhm.
gotta go
Yeah.
do something else.
And he's
like,
okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him like a countdown, and
Mhm.
he's fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like
Like
stop
cold, like turn on.
without saying anything,
Mhm.
like without his consent, he'll
Yeah.
go wild.
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, yeah, but if we like, oh, okay, this is a heads up.
Give him a
Yeah,
warning.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
How did motherhood affect your relationship with Eric?
At first, it was really hard. We
Like-
went through a lot together before Does, but after
like
Does,
it
I feel brought us closer actually,
Mm.
and it helped us understand each other a little bit more too. I don't know, for some reason, like bringing a kid into your life really helps you see the parts of yourself, including your partner, that you kind of like tucked it in the back corner,
Right.
didn't really think about until the kid came. And you kind of have to like, you either have to face it and fix it, or you hide it again and never talk about it. But for Eric, he's the type of person that needs to like talk about it.
Yeah.
And so like I had no choice
Yes.
but to
So simple.
bring it up and fix the things that
Yeah.
I had been hiding for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made us more. I wouldn't say vulnerable, but like for sure, like we're more. Like we'll talk about a lot of things more openly now because of Des. Obviously, stuff that we could just kind of avoid before.
Mm-hmm.
We're more vocal about now. So
Mm.
kind of think of it this way, like, do you want the brokenness of yourself? Do you want your kid to see your brokenness, or do you want your kid to see the best version of yourself? So I always think about it from like Dez's perspective, even though I don't want to, like, you know, sometimes I'm selfish, sometimes I'm prideful, and like I hold a lot of things. I had to learn to let that go because of Des. So it's not even Eric that really like helped us get closer. I think it's more so like bringing Des into this world helped all of us.
And what's the most rewarding part about being a mom?
It's okay if you don't have a rewarding part. To this day, I haven't feel
rewarding.
Yeah.
I think just seeing Des like so happy, like he's, even though he's very grumpy, like Eric mentioned, just seeing him so happy, like, and I never got to see that, is very rewarding, because like I know we're doing something good.
Yeah.
Because when I was his age, like the first thing I remember is like, you know, seeing my dad hit my mom. That was like one of the first things I remember.
Dang.
So being able to see Des like, you know, smile, laugh every day is even the most simplest thing is rewarding.
I always do this randomly to Simba because I'm kind of like you too. When I was younger, a lot of my memories as such, like a little kid, was like very sad. You know, like mom's not there, or if she's there, they're arguing, they're fighting. But I always like, because like Simba's so happy all the time. But then I always have to make sure, because of my insecurity, you know. And I will always ask him like every week. Yeah, I'm like, hey Simba, are you happy? All the time, and he would hear me, and then he'll be like, yeah, and then I'll be like, you're not sad, right? Are you sad being alone? And he's like, no, and I was like, okay, cool.
I guess I don't feel like rewarding because I have a good childhood, you know. So like, I'm obviously gonna make sure you have a good childhood. Yeah, so it's like, I'd be mad if he's not happy. Yeah, because I'm doing everything I can to make sure he's happy. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, it's hard for me. It's like, I feel I need to do more so that I can feel like I'm doing good and rewarded. Because right now I'm doing like the general, like just the bare minimum, like, bare minimum. The bare minimum. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm doing the bare minimum to keep him happy, and he is happy. But I feel like I could do more. That's why I don't feel rewarded. Yeah. So do that.
No, I get it.
It's a little weird.
I think that's you, right? Yeah. That's coming from you. And I feel like you're already doing the most. So I don't feel like you should feel like you're doing just the bare minimum. Yeah. I think you're already a great mom, like an amazing mom. I think we all are, but yeah, just seeing your kids smile, I feel like that's like the best thing.
Yeah.
Could you tell me of a moment in motherhood that really like empowers you as a woman?
I think every day it's like just simple things that Eric does to like empower me. Like he'll say things like, "Oh, you know, Des and I appreciate you." Like he always says, "Thank you, I love you." Like those are the small things that I really appreciate.
I want to know more if there's like moment with Des that make you feel empowered. Like for example, for me, it's like whenever Simba's with me and I'm around, he can literally do anything he wants to anybody. Like he doesn't feel scared of anything. Like, you know, I'm there, so nobody gonna mess with him. Oh. But I notice when he's out with other people, without me, he behave better. So he's like, have this awareness, like, oh, mama's not there to protect me. Yeah, so that made me feel very like strong and empowered. Yeah.
I feel like Des is opposite. No, like Des.
I feel like Des is opposite. No, sure.
Yeah, when we're there, he's just like, oh, I can't do this. Yeah. Oh, you know, like I need.
But then when we're not there,
like
dude,
he's like funny. Yeah, he's like running around doing whatever he wants. You know, like he's like literally like I'll pick him up from like school, and then like he doesn't see me, and he's just like the wildest kid out there. You know, but with us, he's just like, oh, I can't do this. I can't climb these stairs.
No, I think just so he goes to daycare, and just So they do these like updates on the app. Like we have an app that we look at, and then they take pictures and videos of like what does. Just being able to see that and knowing that he's okay without me, like, really helps me be okay and not have like the Hawkeye mentality where like I need to watch over him like 24/7.
Yeah. How has social media affected modern motherhood?
Jeez.
Looking at the way social media has changed, you know, from like Facebook to Instagram to TikTok to like other things, like other ways we can navigate like what motherhood like or what moms should be or could be. And like for a mom to go out and enjoy a night with her friends, or like even enjoy a night with guys and girlfriends, like it's like something that like can't be done or can't be spoken about. And if we do, then it's like, oh, we're bad parents, or like we're only thinking about ourselves, or being selfish, or just all of that. And so like sometimes I feel the urge to not have social media anymore because of that. That's why I don't really post anymore. Like I used to post like almost every day before Des. Now it's like I don't even know if I want to. Like sometimes I'll be like, should I even do this? I question myself. Yeah, I do think it's the effect that social media has on us. Like, yeah, sometimes I just want to shut it off.
Yeah, just quickly about social media. I mean, after me because before I didn't like to post a lot, but now I have to force myself to post a lot, and I hate it, but I have to do it. But I also learned that a lot of things, I would say, is 90% fabricated. For engagement, you know, everything's fake. Like, to be honest, everything is scripted, everything's fake. You get more engagement if you do something that people want to see, like a happy family, like doing like a good mom being a mom, versus like a struggling mom, you know, like telling the truth. Like she's not gonna get as much engagement as someone in a big house, like beautiful husband, beautiful family. Like it's like you have to make your own little movie, like little episodes, like for those posts for people to engage. So I just see it now and just like I don't even get fazed by it. I'm just like, oh, just some fake shit again. Whatever next.
What's something people should just stop saying to mothers?
It's not a big deal. Or like, don't worry, or like, you know, because it's not a big deal means it's, to me, it feels like it's kind of dismissing what I value, what I'm feeling, and then don't worry about it is like, how can you not worry?
Like what have you been doing to lose weight? Like they wouldn't say it like that, but it's implied everywhere. You know, like eat a salad from everywhere, not just like immediate family. But people would just say it casually. You know, like, I'm having a burger today. What are you gonna do about it? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So just stop trying to fix other people's problems. No, I get it.
But
say how many times? Let's go. I'm just like, I'm over it at this point.